Okay, this is that single acting body lift stage cylinder. I have it hooked up for a test here. So let's just take a look at it. I got a little winch back in here to pull it in. You got one line hooked up to it at the base. Okay, got a clamp here, and then take this bleeder. We're going to let the air out of it first, open the bleeder up right there. Okay, then we're going to start the machine up. Okay, let me set this over here and we'll start cycling it. Okay, let's see how this works out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little oil in it until the oil comes out of the bleeder, get all the air out of it. We'll turn the flow down a little bit until we see it come out. Okay, I hear the air bleeding out of there. Make sure you have your safety glasses on when you're doing this. Safety glasses and gloves. A lot of times the mechanics, when they install these, they never bleed them. You can hear the air coming out. This causes a problem. I can hear it hissing. I have the oil turned way down, about a gallon a minute, until it starts coming out. There it goes. See it? You can hear it? Okay, I'm going to shut it off. You're going to turn that in to stop it. See how it jerked out? That's because of the air. Okay, now I'll do it again. Okay, it's peeing out of there. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. This will take several cycles. I'm going to see how it's surging. That's because it still has air in it, but we're going to get it all the way out. So I got a lot of oil coming out. I'm going to turn this. Lock that down. This is why you need to, that's what the bleeder valve, and most of the time, they never do it. You got to get that air out of there. Okay, now we're coming to the last stage. And what I'll do is I'll stop it so it doesn't totally compress it right there before it gets to the end, and then I'll bleed it some more. Okay, let's bleed it out, get that air out of there. Let's see what I got going here. It makes a little bit of a mess. Like I said, when people, they get these new, they put them on the trucks, they never do it, and it causes problems. It rolls the seals in there. Okay, there, now, I saw it start to rise a little bit now. Let's turn this off for a minute. Okay, so now you can't get it back in. Now, I have another way of testing these things, but this is a quick and dirty way of doing it because it's not a very long cylinder. Okay, so we're just, for this one, we're going to do it like this. I got this winch set up. We're gonna hook this on here. See how we can get it on there. Might have to put a strap on it or a small chain to make it easier. See if I got a small chain I can put on here real quick to show you. Okay, let me just use this one chain. So we're going to cycle this about 5 times. Minimum would be 3. You always do your tests in 3. So I'm going to hook this on here. Let's see if I can get this like so. Hook this in here. We're going to pull it back. Now what you got to do on your my test bench there's, well, there we go, okay. Probably could use a better chain, but so I'm going to lock this winch in. It's a little 110 winch. Now, you're going to shift your valve the opposite direction. Okay, it's letting the oil come in. There's a lot of air still in it. So the valves, now I'm going to start trying to pull this in. Okay, see? Just bump it because it takes a while to... So you can't simulate it like it's on a truck. Because it's only single acting, so you have no way to get it back in. But we want to check to make sure there's no cracks on the base, or it takes a little bit pushing that oil back to our hydraulic system here. You want to be careful. These winches, this is like a 2,000-pound winch. You always wear safety glasses. I've seen these cables snap and everything else. Always wear safety glasses. See, like right there, that kind of stuff, how that pulled loose. Be real careful. So I'm standing back. So this, you'll do this minimum 3 times. We'll cycle it. I'll do it one more time and show you. Okay. But that's the only way to get it back in. Now I have another stand that we use. I can send it straight up in there with another winch on it. But it's a pain in the butt to get it here in the shop. And that's usually for the bigger ones that go, 15 feet tall, like off the big dump trucks. This is just a 3-stage body lift cylinder. Okay, you can see it gets a little harder. Just bump it in. So what has to happen is pushing the oil back through this hose, back through the valve, and dumping it in the tank. It's always good practice to test this stuff. If you're a mechanic out in the field, of course, you're not going to really be able to do it. But when it leaves here, I don't want any question, what's going on. I know when it leaves here that it's done, and it's done right, and it's not leaking. Nothing worse than getting a call after you've done something, or one of your guys did something and they did a half-assed job on it. Okay, so I'll release it. I'm going to take this chain off. I'm going to show you one more time, and then I'll pull it back in. Let's take this off just so you can see it. When I start it again, I'm going to bleed it one more time. I'm going to bleed it one more time. You can see it's messy, but that's the way it goes. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Having a power problem here. Okay, what's going on? Uh-oh, it's popped the breaker, damn it. Something's jammed up. Let me go check my panel outside real quick. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it's not starting. Let's see here. Gotta check my time on this thing. Yeah, boy, something's going on with my power for some reason. Nope. Okay, stand by. You get the idea here. Something's going on with my power. But basically what I would do here, after I figure that out, you're going to bleed this one more time, and I'm send it out minimum 3 times. I like to do 5. Check all the seals, and then I'll paint it up. I know when it leaves, it's done, and it's, not going to come back on me. Stand by for the next one.